Today, how to find a husband in 12 to 18 months. Pi Kim is here. She's author of Sex Secrets of an American Geisha. She's going to use ancient wisdom to help you find the man of your dreams, how to find a good man and keep him. And guys, this is not just for women. You might learn something from what she says women are looking for. Plus, she has great advice for how all men and women can have a happy, loving relationship. Pleasure to have you here today, Pi.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here because I feel like I'm with a Hollywood actor.
A Hollywood actor?
Yes.
Well, you told me you sat through 20 of my interviews on the internet, so I think
night.
you deserve an award for that.
Right, and then, you know, when I was living in Korea, I moved to U.S. when I was 20, and then I heard about the American guys. You know, we had all kinds of stereotypes about the American guys, like American guys have fantasy about Asian woman, I guess. And an Asian woman have a fantasy of an American guy as every man is so nice and handsome. Do you know why we are thinking that way? Because we thought all American men look like Richard Gere. You know, gigolo guy, American Gigolo.
American Gigolo.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a popular movie over there, huh?
Oh yeah, and then Richard Gere is like a fantasy. Every woman's fantasy. So, and then everybody thought that American men are always nice and always gentle. And you know what? When I came to America and I met American guys or white guy, whatever you call, and then all ethnic groups. And then I realized it's not really true.
So not all American guys look like Richard Gere, and they're not
all
nice.
No, it's all stereotypes really about the
So what are you saying? There are a lot of jerks out there? Is that what you're
calling
them?
Yes.
A lot of jerks. This is getting good. You know what? We might even just forget what I said in the introduction. I think, okay, so guys are jerks. Okay, this is what you're telling me. Okay.
I don't know why women fall in love with the jerks.
Why they fall in love?
And then I
They still do. Even in the,
do.
I can't say the 90s, in the thousands, the 2000s, whatever we're in. Yeah, even feminists.
Feminist, and
you know what,
I was a feminist.
You were a feminist.
You know, I am too now. You know, but I was not that feminine at all. So I believe a woman should be feminist at work, and then femininist. I use the word femininist. It means a feminine woman whenever she is in love or looking for marriage or love with a man. But I was always a feminist, you know, when I was 35, before I met my husband. And because I thought, I like you, Gregory. For example. For example.
Now am I nice or am I a jerk? Am I one of the jerks?
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
She's holding out
you
judgment here.
look like Richard Gere and then handsome. I feel like I'm so lucky to have a
I don't care if you think I'm nice or not, as long as you think that.
You know, I feel like I'm with a Hollywood movie star, and then Asian woman think Hollywood movie stars are all nice and gentle. I don't know about you, but
well, now I know all Asian women are great, or at least one.
No. And what kind of stereotypes do you have about Asian women?
You know, actually, I know some people. I'm going to keep this anonymous, but actually, I know some American guys. For confidential, so they don't sue me, I guess. But I know some white guys, American guys, whatever you want to say, who married some Asian women. But I do think, there is, I think, some fascination there. There's, I read a study that said that if at least American, I don't know for all ethnic groups, but at least for white American men, that if you marry from another ethnicity, it will be an Asian woman, most likely. That's the biggest.
Used to be Afro-American and Anglo-white woman before, right?
Oh, really?
Before.
Really? I didn't know.
A black and white couple are so popular as interracial marriage. Now it's more moving into Asian woman and white men. So I don't know why, and my question is, or a lot of white women think, all the Asian women taking away the best bachelors from us, and then they're feeling like they kind of hate us. Asian woman?
Okay, well, I want to ask you a couple of things. And this raises a couple of questions, because you admit, as you kind of touched on, that you're not really politically correct.
I'm not.
You say you're not a feminist, you're a femininist, but you do believe in, using the phrase, making your man happy or keeping your man happy, that sort of thing, which, again, the feminists are already calling on the phone. But So
you
but,
mean
but
the
there
build
is
the
kind
shrine
of, does
to man's manhood?
there's a whole chapter on that, by the way. There's a
Yes.
whole chapter. I don't know how much we could say on the air, but yes,
It's
there's a whole chapter.
X-rated, kind of, but a PG-rated
PG.
content. So the words are kind of, we shouldn't say on the air, but I'm sorry.
I'm just going to give up and let you.
Okay, no.
But I was going to say though, but I think there's kind of, I don't want to say a stereotype, but is it true that, so you're coming from an Asian culture where there is the geisha who are known for, I would say, pleasing their men or whatever.
Right.
So is that part of it? If women would say that, I don't know, are they popular? Are they going out of their way to please the guys, or are they submissive? Okay, you say it in the book. I mean, do you think Asian women are submissive?
Oh yeah, that's why a lot of American men think that they are submissive, so I can do whatever we want. No, I don't think so. It's once you really date an
and I know
Asian
you're not
woman,
because I read that book.
Oh, thank you. But I don't think so. I don't think all Asian women are submissive, and then they are not. And then a lot of people think of femininity. If you are a feminine woman and you are totally submissive or passive, I don't think it's true. And then that's why I chose geisha theme or as a hook, because geisha, Japanese geisha, Korean kissing, they are very independent, and then they are very business oriented. They know what to say, what they wanted, and but
you talk about it more as marketing and customer service and that sort of thing.
Right,
really
and
from a business perspective.
Yeah, they are feminists some way, and then at work. But at the same time at work, they are feminine women to please men. Why men want to go to a geisha house? Because men want to feel like they are real men, and they don't have to be, all the women just, kind of please a man and just
hand and foot. So is it? But it's. You say, though, it's more for self-esteem, that it's not always sexual. In fact, that it's usually not sexual. I mean, these are not prostitutes.
No,
it's
totally different. So no sex involved until you found some donor. It's like a sponsor, like a marriage-like, but not
a really good customer.
Right, but financially sponsor you. Okay. So it's not prostitute at all. It's not. It's a stereotype about geisha or Korean kissing. I'm Korean, and people use we have a popular Korean kissing culture there too. So I don't think it's a prostitute is the correct way to say about geisha. As a geisha, I took the theme of a geisha because the geisha has the archetype of a femininity, beauty, and class sexiness to attract men. And I can use that theme for the 21st century woman, modern woman, to whenever they want to find a woman, man, or want to find a love, they should be feminine, sexy, and
so you say be a feminist or be a businesswoman in the office, but at home be the American geisha, basically.
Like
be
a
sexy,
yes.
That. So how do you be sexy? How do you be the American geisha woman?
To be sexy.
Yeah.
And then Clinton, what was it, Hillary Clinton was showing a little bit of a cleavage.
Oh, really?
Last week.
Oh.
And then, yes, she was doing kind of some speech, and she was a little bit showing the cleavage. And then people are talking about her cleavage. Oh, she's showing her femininity to attract a woman.
That's probably the first time I've heard of anybody talk about Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, it's really big deal. Wow. But for me, you know what? She wants to be a president, U.S. president, and she needs to be a little bit feminine too. Attract a woman, also a male.
Male. What do you think about some of the other female world leaders? Are they, you got like the president of Finland, I don't know if you know who that is, or even, what about Margaret Thatcher? Was she sexy?
I don't think so. Very strong. I don't think she was sexy.
Not a good role model from your point of view.
Not for me.
Not British geisha?
British geisha, I love it. With the accent, yes. So I think a little bit showing skin is good, but not too much.
Not too much.
Yes. I could wear a little bit short skirts for the show, but I thought, this is a public public show, so I shouldn't wear that sexy way to show my legs.
So too much skin is not sexy?
Not sexy, or like too much unbuttons is not too sexy at all, because it looks so cheap. She looks really cheap.
So what do you think about all the young pop singers and actresses who go around with the tube tops and?
Oh, they're entertainers.
Okay.
So
if
they're
you're an
not
actress,
looking
it's
for.
okay.
Yeah, they're not entertainers, and I mean they are entertainers, but they're not looking for men showing all the breast or the little bit the nipples, or showing the belly buttons and a little like a butts. They're not looking for men, but they're entertainers, and men want to see that sex parts. They're entertainers, but we are not. Women are not there to entertain men. We just look for candidates, the best candidates for husband.
Would you say finding the good man, is that it?
Yeah.
So what is a good man?
What is a good man? Like a Gregory, definitely you are the best candidate.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because I like your smile, but that's not really the definition of a good man. But the good men have good values. For example, and an honest. Tell me about your honest story. Don't lie. Don't lie. Integrity, like you say you are going to do it, then do it.
Do it. We agree on that. Right?
Yeah, don't just lie about it. Just please a woman, and I will do it. Then a few weeks later, you're not really do it.
You also make the good point in the book, though. You say about, and this is true in all fields, not just in relationship or love. But you talk about people who talk the talk but don't walk the walk. In effect,
right?
Like who say the right thing but they don't do the right thing.
Yeah, sure.
That's something everybody needs to watch out for in all fields. Yep.
Don't just say I love you. But show me really, you just tell me, you say that you love me, but I don't feel that way. Show me something, and then I care about you, but I don't feel that way. Show me how much you care about me. So that's what you have to be careful what really he's doing in his behavior and an action. And then another characteristic of a good man is he's conscious, aware of his action, and responsible for his action too, and what's going on in the relationship. And if I'm not happy about you, would you ask me what's wrong with me, or what's wrong with this relationship? Not just like, oh, she's okay.
Watch the TV and turn.
Our relationship is great. We don't need to get into deep discussion.
We don't have to talk about things.
Yeah, but I'm angry at you, really, right? So please be conscious of her, your partner, and the relationship.
To be an active participant and not just...
I use like once a week the talking stick time, talking hour. I use about 30 minutes a week.
Oh.
Once you get married, I don't know you're married or single.
No.
Okay.
Nobody will put up with me.
Oh, I don't know about you, but once you get married, it's just talking for 30 minutes is just really impossible.
And you schedule this?
Yes, once a week. Like the Saturday, 7 p.m. is the best time. So, and really, you have to set up that time. Otherwise, let's talk. Women or sometimes say, let's talk. Then
it comes
men
across
think,
kind of aggressive. So.
Well, what's wrong with my relationship? Why she wants to talk to me? And then like, let's talk, or let's discuss the relationship. Then men doesn't want to really get into the discussion or talking.
Well, we'll talk in just a minute. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
And we are back with Pai Kim, author of Sex Secrets of an American Geisha. Okay, so make that appointment for 7 o'clock Saturday night, is that it?
Yes. And then I have a talking stick.
Talking stick.
Yeah, or a talking stone, whatever you want. Or a talking whatever. Or cup, whatever. A talking
what do you do with
plant.
it?
Hold it.
Hold it.
So the person holds it, that talking piece. then no, we cannot hold it together. No, one person holds one thing.
Okay.
So
I'm finding out what it's like to be married already.
Right. It's tough, you know.
Tough.
You have to listen.
I kind of get that impression, you know.
Yeah, it's very. You know what?
That's why I'm not married. By the way,
no, attracting men is much easier than staying happily married. That's what I find out after I got married.
Getting the husband's easy, but keeping him, that's the hard part.
That's a hard. Because
but holding the plant will do it.
Yes, 30 minutes talking, but whenever I hold that piece, and the person talks first, and then you just listen. Okay? You have to listen. So whatever comes into, like last week, I have something in my mind, like I'm really angry at you, and because you came late without calling me, then I, instead of confronting you at that moment, you're just arguing why you are late, how come you didn't call me?
So you just have a few things you want to run by me, like A, B, C, and D, and then
right.
And then do I get the plant? Do I get to go?
Of course. But your job is just to listen because. And then once you hold it, since I'm holding, I'm just talking, not confronting, just express. Express my.
It's all tone of voice and calm and all of that.
That's the reason, because we cannot just get into our argument or confrontation.
Right.
It's not feminine, okay? That's not how you solve the problems.
That sounds like the way to a divorce, right? Is the arguing and fighting.
I think so. They don't know how to handle the problems.
And it's really, you really do this. You have your weekly. Okay.
That's how I survived with my husband for the first 7 years. I already passed the 7th itch already, and now it's on the 8th. So this is really working well because we don't know. Men really, women don't really speak up sometimes, and then women don't speak up with a direct ways, we wish.
So they either don't speak up or maybe they speak up in the wrong way at the wrong time or
like
something?
And this circle, is a way to, women want to circle and I wish you figured it out why I'm angry, why I'm not talking to you at this moment. But men don't figure out, really. I don't know, men are so slow or stupid, I don't know. So women really need to be direct with a man.
You do say men are simple in the book.
Very simple, really, because
I'll let you have your say.
Oh, you tell me is it simple or not? I'm sure.
I get your point. I know what you mean.
I'm sure you like to go out with a beautiful, sexy, and then feminine woman. You have a choice.
Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, very smart. Okay.
Yeah, you don't think she's sexy? You said you don't think she's sexy.
Oh, maybe I met her. I saw her when she was very old with some kind of, no energy going on. So maybe that's why I don't think of her as a sexy woman. Okay? So sorry, if you think it's all different, it's okay, preference. It's okay, I don't have any problem. If she's a sexy and a feminine, go for it. I can't choose one for you, okay?
I may have to edit this out of the show, I think. I don't want this on the internet, okay.
Okay. So, you have a choice. So one woman is kind of heavy. I used to be heavy and like aggressive.
That's the thing, and I just want to say this, by the way, that this book really is based on your own experiences.
My own experience.
Because you were living at home at age 34 with your parents, and you did the whole transformation. You became the American Geisha, or using the Geisha techniques. And so this is really, you put this you practice what you preach. You discovered it, you invented it, or put it in practice and wrote the book.
Right,
and all
I
this,
share a lot of my own experiences, sexual experience too.
She does.
Yes, too hot to read.
Too hot for TV, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I won't go for it. So
watch her on Howard Stern. Hey,
maybe it works. So what was the question?
The question, I don't know. Let's see. You were going to.
Oh yeah, you have a choice. You have a choice.
Right.
So one is a heavy, overweight, and an aggressive, not feminine.
Sexy or fat? Sexy or fat? Well, gee. I'll let you decide. Which one do you think I'm going to choose?
No, I'm sure you want to go for that sexy and then the feminine woman because men are visual, men are sexual, men are masculine. So you are very attracted to beautiful, sexy, and feminine woman, right?
No.
I was not that way. I was not that way at all until
And in fact,
35.
you said, this may be the jerk part, but you said a lot of guys were very direct about making derogatory comments and...
Yes. Are you really a woman? Are you saying that you are really a woman? Because I really went after them and say, hey, would you like to go out with me? Really? Because nobody asked me.
So you weren't holding back. You were going for them, but they were kind of going the other direction.
Right, because what's wrong with what's wrong with just telling them, I like you. I like to go out with you. I'm a feminist. I want to show you my feelings about you. What's wrong with that?
That wasn't the best approach, though.
I don't think so. Because it's like too masculine. Means I put you down as like a feminine way. Like I take away your masculinity.
So you said that the guys want to be the pursuers, not the pursued.
Yes,
So
yes.
Well, we'll pick up on that in a minute. We'll find out what her secrets are. We'll be right back with Pi Kim, author of Sex Secrets of an American Geisha, right after this. We are back with Pi Kim, author of Sex Secrets of an American Geisha. Okay, so
transformation.
Transformation, that's right.
From
How'd you
when
do
I
it?
was 35 to I was 35, and then I was 130 pounds. Means
135. And how much are you right now?
this is a 4'9", 4'9" with a 5-inch heel. Okay, and then I'm 90 pounds.
You lost
and
40?
Imagine 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Means looks like half of my body is gone. Looks like it, but actually 1/3 of mine. So it's a heavy and short. Imagine, and I'm go after you always.
And the guys were running, and you're an attractive woman, so I'm glad you lost the weight. And so now the
I
now you have
learned
the
that.
guys running
Yes,
back.
I learned that. It's being nice is good at the beginning. I mean, as a personality, but men don't care about your niceness at the beginning because men are visual. Duh, I didn't know. I thought, I'm a nice person. Why don't you go out with me? They don't care about my niceness. They care about my look first. At the beginning, honey, okay, not the later, but, and then no one wanted to really talk to me or approach me. They just go after all the beautiful, sexy woman, feminine. Feminine means just be there and just relax.
Now,
relax
again,
and wait.
So you are very blunt about not being politically correct, as we said, that, you don't say, oh, fat is beautiful, they will love you for your extra weight and all that. You just say, lose the weight.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, politically incorrect, and I slapped my face, I don't care. And then because I went through all the, the loneliness, the horrible years because I was so ugly, and plus, not feminine. That's the, you are a little bit overweight, but feminine, that counts. And you are beautiful then.
And you say you want to be not politically correct, but practically correct.
Practically correct means, if you want to, a lot of women agree with me, when you lose weight, when you lost weight, you have more confidence in yourself than you, sometimes you go out with girlfriends and just intentionally you go to bathroom back and forth, and then let the boys look at her. I did the same thing. When I was fat, I just didn't want to back and forth to the bathroom and come back to the dancing room. I just sat there and then just wait, or sometimes I just went out, go after the man, not back and forth to the bathroom. And now I know,
now you're
people
going back
look
and
at
forth.
me like, oh, she's a hot. I'm not hot here, but I'm hot and sexy. I feel like I just walk around and then just back and forth, bathroom, and then come back, make sure everybody look at me.
And how'd you lose the weight?
Well, as I started with a diet. Diet doesn't work for a long time, but at the beginning, hey, what can I do? So I started a diet. Any diet really works, but the temporary.
You said it's more, you didn't really give specific diet, like say this many carbs or protein. You were more focused on the mental outlook or your...
And then plan. You have to have some plan for the long term. The diet always, when you do on a diet for 1 week, yeah, definitely you lose weight because you don't eat at all, or you just stick to one food. But after you've finished your diet, you go back to normal life and then put on what? More weight. So it's
And
you
you're big
have
on
to have a
putting pictures
plan.
on the and pictures on the fridge and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Remind you where you are.
Wow, you read a really
I did. I read the book.
Well,
You
good
think I didn't read
students.
it?
No wonder you went to the University of Chicago, the best
She
school.
really did watch those 20 shows,
Of course, I did.
too. Well, Kim, it's been great to have you here today. Kim, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
The book is Sex Secrets of an American Geisha, and your husband Richard is here, and we're going to have him
Wow,
run
you
over
wanna
and
come
say
in and
hi.
say hi?
Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next time.